Good morning, my dear students. Today we are on the first chapter of class 7th history. Already in the last year also we have studied in the same way. And now we'll start our 7th class history. In the previous year, in your 6th class, you studied about ancient history. And in this class, you are going to study about medieval history. And history, when we study, it's divided into three parts: ancient, medieval, and modern. So in your previous class, we studied about ancient history of India and of the world. And now in this part, we will study about the medieval history. What does this medieval means? It's a Latin word called as medium aevum. It's derived from a Latin word that means Middle Ages. This period is a period which is sandwiched between ancient and the modern period. It's between two periods, that is from ancient to modern. It's a transition period from ancient to modern. So here when we study about this ancient period, in world history the time is between 5 to 15th century, and in India it is different, 8 to 18th. So when we study about medieval history, in this class, in 7th class, first we will study about the medieval history of the world. And when we study about the medieval history of the world, the most important points which we are going to study is about two important religions, and they are Christianity and Islam, and about the crusades and the fight for the Holy Land, etc. That comes in the first part, and till Renaissance and Reformation we will finish our chapter. And in the next part of our chapters, or in our textbook, we usually study about Indian history. And in that Indian history, we will start from Sultanate, then about the Mughals, etc. So here in this class, mainly basically we are going to study about history of the world as a beginning, and in that we will study about Christianity and Islam, two important religions which changed the history of the world. And then we will study about the advent of Islam to India, and the coming of Mughals, and the coming of this 3-4 dynasties ruled India during that time. We call them as people of Turks, and they are Mamluk dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Khiljis, etc. So these are the topics which we are going to study in this portion. And let's start our chapter. In this portion, we will study about what are the social and political conditions of the world that made or that resulted in the formation of Christianity in the world. That is how we start the fall of Roman Empire, and the related issues happened during that time. And in the next part of our chapter, we are going to study about important sources about history. When we study about the sources of history, there are many sources that helps us to study about history. One, we can call it as monuments. One group we can call it as monuments, and the second one as written or books. The first one is monument. In that monuments we can see so many buildings built during that time. And when we studied in the ancient period, you studied about Harappan civilization and the remains of Harappa. That helps us or given us so many information about ancient period. And in this period or in the medieval period also, we get so many information from the monuments. And the next one is inscriptions, and then edicts, the royal proclamations of the king, then the inscriptions, which is writings on the walls, pillars, stones, etc. Then so many coins issued by the kings. And then we will study about different books written during that time: biographies, autobiographies, and the life sketch of different rulers, and so many stories written during that times, epics. All these things helps us to understand about history of world as well as the history of India. So here in this chapter, we'll start the chapter with the help of a PowerPoint presentation. In that PowerPoint presentation, all the important details which you have to understand and which you have to learn for the exam will be given in detail. That PowerPoint you just watch carefully and understand it well. So we'll move to the PowerPoint presentation where the important points are given in detail. Let us continue with the summary of the chapter. This is the first part of the chapter, and here we start the chapter. What is history is the main topic which we are going to deal with. History is a record of events that happened in the past, which is recorded in a chronological order or according to the period in which it happened. It gives us information about the life of early men, the inventions and discoveries, and their progress. So, this is an introduction about history, or what is history? It is a record of past event written according to a chronological order. Now, periods in history. There are three periods in history: ancient, medieval period, and modern. In your sixth class, you already studied about ancient history. Now, in this class, we will study about medieval, and in eighth, modern. Medieval is a period between ancient and the modern period. We can say that medieval is a period which is sandwiched between ancient period and the modern. The word medieval has derived from two words, Latin word, very important, not Greek, it is Latin word, medium aevum, which means middle age. In Europe, the medieval period stretches from 500 AD to 1500 AD, and in India, it stretches from 8th century to 18th century. So, there is a time difference between Indian history and the world history. In world history, it is from 500 AD to 1500 AD. In India, it is 8th century to 18th century. Socio-political system of the world. In the beginning of the medieval period, Europe went through the Dark Ages due to the decline of Roman Empire, feudalism. It was a combination of legal and military custom. The system was based on power of land and the feudal landlords. Landlords provide to their officers, or lands were given to the officers, and in return they provide military services to the lord. Peasants worked on these lands. They suffered a lot because the power was fully in the hand of feudal lords. So, in political situation of the world was not good during that time in the medieval period due to feudalism and the Dark Ages. Social political system in the world. Age of faith, age of belief. Early medieval period covers the time period between 5th century to 10th century. The Christian church had a great influence over the European society, and hence it is called the Dark or the Age of Faith. It's a period in which people believed completely in the church, and that period is called the age or the period of faith or belief. It was the duty of the church to look after the spiritual welfare of the body of the human being, the spirit of inquiry, rationalism, or thinking, ideology, or ideas, or bringing their scientific thoughts. All these were restricted by the church during that time. The church asked the people to believe whatever is written in the Bible and whatever is preached by the preacher. So, this period we usually call it as a Dark Ages. There was no scientific development during that time. The next one is Crusades. Crusades, or a series of holy war, fought between Muslims and Christians in the beginning of late medieval period, or for about 200 years. We call this as Crusades. It is also called as fight between cross and the crescent, and it was a fight. It was a fight between the Muslims and the Christians for the Holy Land, Jerusalem. Now, Renaissance. Renaissance refers to the age of new spirit of adventure and learning. So, after the 15th century, in the 10th century, and after that 11th, 12th, and when we proceed toward the 14th, 15th century, people started stop believing in church and they started thinking by their own. And this happened due to crusade, and that we will study in the same chapter in the coming portion. And people started thinking, they started questioning the church, they started questioning their religious head, and started studying scientific things, and thus there emerged a reformation, and we call it as, or a new thinking or new ideas or a rebirth was there, that is called a Renaissance. So Renaissance refers to the age of new spirit of adventure and learning. The effect of this movement was soon seen all over the world. Medieval period in India. Medieval India refers to the period of Indian history that is between ancient India and modern India. In India, the medieval period stands around 11th century and it continues up to 18th century. The medieval period starts in India after the death of Harshavardhana. Many small kingdoms ruled India after that, and India was also attacked by so many Muslim invaders Muslim, Muhammad of Ghazni, Muhammad of Ghor, etc. India was ruled by a group of Islamic rulers in the late medieval period, like Mamluks, Khiljis, Tughlaqs, Lodhis, and Mughals. Sources of the Indian medieval history. Books and other written records. Book and other written accounts like inscriptions, biographies, tales, poems, coins, monuments, all these are considered as the record which helps us to study about modern and medieval Indian history and the modern Indian history. Many books were written between 700 AD and 1200 AD in India. Some of these books are ಶಿಶುಪಾಲವಾರ್ತ ವದ ಶಿಶುಪಾಲವದ ಕಥಾಸರಿತಸಾಗರ ರಾಜತರಂಗಿಣಿ ವಿಕ್ರಮಾಂಗ ದೇವಚರಿತ Prithviraj Raso, all these are some of the books written during that time. And the Persian traveler Al-Biruni, he came to India and he wrote about Tusuk-i-Hind. Moroccan traveler Ibn Battuta wrote about Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Babarnama about Babur and Akbarnama about Akbar was also written during that time. These two books are biographies of Mughal emperors and is also written during the 16th century AD. They were written in Turkey language. Now, the sources of the Indian medieval history. Inscriptions and coins are some of the main sources to study about that time. Along with that, monuments are also there. Inscriptions were writing or text carved on solid objects such as pillars, walls, temples, forts, caves, palaces, and stone or copper tablets. Coins are another important source of information. They tells us about the economic condition, about the rulers, metals used during that time, the financial condition of the ruler. All these are revealed from the coins, and sometimes the images of the rulers are also inscribed or made on the coins. The last one is numismatics. Numismatics refers to the study of coins. So this is all about the first part of our video. This is the first part, and the second part, in the second part of our video, we'll study about what is the reason for the decline of Roman Empire and the Roman conquest in Palestine, and about the Jesus Christ, about his story, about his teachings, etc. So that will be the second part of our video. Here we wind up with the monuments. Monuments are different buildings built during the time of ancient or medieval period, and most of the mosques, temples, Taj Mahal, Qutub Minar, Charminar, all these are monuments, and they gives us information. Then inscriptions are coins and are all other important sources to study about history. So this is the first part of our video. Thank you.